In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can create a Seesaw activity for your students to complete. So once you have logged into your Seesaw account, you're going to go ahead and click on this green plus sign over here at the right-hand side of your Seesaw page. When you click on Add, you have three different options: Post Student Work, Assign Activity, or Send Announcement. In this video, we're going to focus on activities. So when we go over here to Assign Activity, you're going to be in the activity library. By default, you are going to land on My Library. My Library will show any activities that you have already created or any activities that you have added from the community library and your school and district library to your own personal library. For the sake of this video, we're going to create our own Seesaw activity from scratch. So we're going to come down here and we're going to click on Create New Activity. So required piece of information is going to be the name of this activity. So we're going to do a sound blends activity. And then below are your student instructions. I'm just going to paste in my student instructions because I've already done this before. And you're going to notice certain words in my instructions have colons on each side of the word. Seesaw has some shortcuts that you can use so that these words that are in colons will be replaced with a picture. So if you have beginner readers who might need a little help with the instructions and have images replace those words, you can use that. I will include a link at the bottom of this video so that you can take a look at some of these icons that you can use in lieu of certain words. And they're going to look a lot like this. And there are many different words that can be represented by pictures that will match the icons that the students will actually be using in Seesaw. We're going to jump back over to Activity. In addition to putting written student instructions, you can add voice instructions. So if you would like to actually record yourself reading the instructions, this can be helpful, particularly for students who might need to hear the instructions and are very young, or students who might be struggling with certain words. You can include that as well. So if we click on Record, tap the pen, look at each picture, use the pen to circle the correct sound blend for each picture. Click the check to submit your work. So after it processes, you can listen back, and if you are happy with the way your recording came out, then you can move on, or you can trash it and you can start over again. The last thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the template that the students are going to annotate directly on top of. So I'm going to click Add Template. So these are the different things that the students can annotate on top of. So I already have something that I have saved to my computer. I have an image that they're going to annotate on top of. So I'm going to click this Upload button. You will notice that Seesaw does limit the types of uploads that you can use. So you can upload a picture, a JPEG, PNG, a PDF, a video or audio file. You also can select something from Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and I have saved this from my computer, and I'm going to get the image that I want the students to annotate on top of, select it, and click Open. So now that I have attached that file, you can see here there's a preview of it. I could add additional activities, but I'm just going to do the one. And then to add it to my activity, I'm going to click this green check mark. So now you get a little bit of a preview of what the students are going to see. And if the students need to view the instructions, they will be able to view those instructions as part of that activity. If you are done with and you are happy with the way the image came in or the document came in, all you're going to do is click on the green check mark. And now we can just double check to make sure all the components of our activity are created. We have our name, we have student instructions, we have a recording of the instructions. If you wanted to upload an example of what the students are going to do, you could do that as well. So you could take your template and fill out some of the answers to give the idea of what the students need to do. But if not, we're going to go ahead and click Save. You do have some more options down here. If you want to put any teacher notes in here regarding the activity, you could add that. But we're just going to go ahead and click Save. So now that we have created the activity, we can see here a little preview of it. It is now in my library and ready to be assigned. So if you are ready to assign this activity, I'm going to go ahead and click Assign, and I'm going to select which class this is going to be assigned to. If I'm going to assign it immediately, I can click Assign to one class, or I can click Schedule, and I can have this appear in the student's Seesaw accounts on a specific date and time. But what I want to do is assign it right now, so I'm just going to click Assign to one class. So now my students will have this activity. As soon as the next time they log into Seesaw, they will be able to access that activity, and they will then be able to add their response, and the response options will look just like this. If you needed to make any changes to this activity after you have assigned it, you can do so when you are logged into your account. There are these three dots here again underneath the activity, and you can go ahead and click Edit Activity, and you can make some changes to it as needed. So I hope this video helps on how to create your own activity and assign it to your students in Seesaw.